Hello everybody, welcome back to Cities Skylines with me, Biffa, here in the city of TeaVille, and today we are going to dive into a canal. Yeah, I didn't actually mean it to come out like that. We're going to dive into a canal. We're going to dive into using canals in a part of our city. So here we are in the IT area that we built up a few episodes ago. And we've been working on this sort of area here, transitioning from low density to high density. And we're going to come back to that area because over here, I would like to build up a canal area. And we've got access to this river that runs along here. And I absolutely love canals. And I can never sort of get my head around how to build with them and that sort of thing. But I was watching a video by Overcharged Egg. I will put a link to his channel in the description below. And he does modular builds. I think I've mentioned him before. Yeah, he just gave me an idea of how to do a nice modular build, which we're going to adapt for our own needs to use the canals. And I think this area here is going to be particularly good. Now, one of the things that we do need to do is have this level. If we just sort of take a look at this, it's nice and level here. But if we just grab our terrain tools, and I've got the terrain editor mod as well. Where am I going? Over here. We're going to use this one here to flatten, level the terrain, so we get extra options here. Let's get a nice big brush. So we right click to get that level there. I think that's the same level there. And then by the time you get across to the water, it's like really high. Actually, that's not too bad. It has lifted it up quite a bit. But everywhere that we're going to do the canal, we need it at the same height. So, excuse my squeaky chair. I'm going to build this up around here. That train line is all a little bit winky wonky. Let's grab that. Let's turn it into tunnel. Let's upgrade. Until where it doesn't need to be a tunnel anymore. And then we'll just use the move it mod, underground mode, just to level that out. Move that down a bit. Whoa, the train was like, hang on to your lunch, folks. We're going down. That looks like a proper tunnel going in. It scoops around the edge here. Whoop, and then comes out over here somewhere. And we are going to have to smooth this land down, this sort of edge that we've got over here. So again, I'm using the smoothing, the soften terrain tool. And if we just run that along this big weird edge that we've got all along here, it will just smooth it out a bit so it doesn't look so severe. There we go. I definitely think that looks a lot better. We've disguised our little tunnels there with some rocks. Very good. Just need to move this one over a smidge. There we go. Very nice. So that's good. So we've got this area leveled out and smoothed off. This is all the same height over here. So we need to bring in our canal. Right, we are going to bring our canal in from down here up this way. And I do want it running square with these roads that we've got. So I'm just going to run a road across the top here like that, and we're going to sort of reverse our way down into the canal rather than start at the canal. I am going to take a medium canal first of all. We're going to hook it up to that and run it, say, down to here somewhere, and then I'm hoping if we get a small one, yes, we're going to get our line to line it up. So we're going to start right on the edge here where the water hits the ground. We're going to take this one and we are going to run up at a cost of 100, and then we're going to take our medium one and hook that up to there. There we go. And as always, I had Anarchy mod on, so we now have floating trees. Well, that is an easy fix. Let me turn off prop and tree anarchy. Let me grab that canal, move it up and down. There we go, and we lose all the trees. Excellent. So our water is going to flow in there and fill up this canal slowly over time, and we know that this canal is now square with everything else, so we can ditch this road. Excellent. So we're going to stick with our medium canal, and we are going to come out this way. Now, I don't have the precision engineering mod installed, but to make sure that these are all the correct length, I'm just going to take any old piece of road and plonk that down the side there. And then when we measure these out, we're then going to be able to jump to these little nodes here and pick exactly what size you want. I'm going to go all the way to the second node along, which is going to cost me 240. And I'm assuming that is also going to let me connect to that. No, well, if we do it this way instead, there we go. And then back that way, and we can line that up perfectly. And then if you take the central point here and go all the way to the end, but back up 1, draw out to cost of 300 in each direction, and then you can make that into a square going all the way around. Let's just get this end as well. Back up 1. Go out to 300, go out to 300, join those two up, and then when you put houses here in the middle, they will face outwards towards the water, which is fantastic. So I'm going to copy this shape and get it all set up through here, and then we're going to see what we've got after that. I think this means cue time lapse. Here we go, a little update. I've got all the roads in. I've also continued it down the side here on the monorail, and this lined up so well there, I decided to select the whole thing using the Move It mod and bunch it all up. So we've got it butted up against this road here and butted up against that road there. Just in my mind, that's the way I want it to be. So now we have to try and get the water in. I'm sort of thinking that all of this is slightly too high because this water just does not want to run in. So I'm going to see if I can just add a water source in here and just completely flood the thing. So we're going to grab this water here. And we're going to make that nice and small. Let's just pause the game. That's going to go in there. And then we're going to bring that. You can see the water level. Whoa, up to the mountains. We're going to bring that down. Oh, you're not going to let me put it inside. Oh, no. We can't do that then. Yeah, that is like slightly uphill from here. I thought somehow it would overcome the physics problem and fill up anyway, but I guess not. Do you know what I could do in the middle here? Is I could take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I could take like this one here or something. Take out that land in the middle and put water in it and let it spread out and have like a water feature in the middle. Or I could just lower the whole thing. I think I'm going to have to lower the whole thing. So we're going to take the Move It mod. We're going to take the Marquee Selection tool. We're going to double click on nodes. There we go. And then we're going to start down here and go along. Let's just go up, make sure we're getting all the nodes there. So that's going to select all of those nodes. And then I'm going to sort of come down here. Oh, it selected all the trees as well. Doink. Let's do that again. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to sort of eyeball it like this. And we're going to move it all down. Let's just pause the game while we're doing it. And then unpause. And just see whether that fills up. And then if it does, I'll set everything else at this same height. And here we are. Welcome back to the 2020 Water Watching Championships. We're watching the water creeping ever so slowly up this canal. It has moved up even further. Oh my goodness me, I think we've finally breached. We finally breached. We're heading in. Yes, I think this is going to be the size that we want. Okay, I decided to change them all to the shallow canal, and I think that's going to help us out much better. Yeah. Definitely. Already that's looking much better. Hope I haven't missed any, but yeah, I think that's going to be good. Right, here we go. I don't know how much of the previous faffing around I'm going to put in because I've been messing with this for ages to get all of this lined up, get the roads smoothed out, get the water at the right height. That's what I wanted. Water lapping up against your doorsteps. So all of the houses are going to face outwards. And we are also going to use, like Overcooked Egg, whose little sort of mini tutorial I followed for setting this up. He used the, now, blimmin' brain getting gear. It was the high density residential zone, but he used a zone speciality, which is the one that I really like using, the self-sufficient building. So it gives you that nice sort of green roofed, let's just fill all of this in here, style building with all the solar panels and things on there. So I always think they look really nice. And this has ended up being called the Crescent District. So let me know if you can think of a tea-related name to do with canals. Now we're really pushing it out now, aren't we? Can you come up with something like that? If you can, that would be fantastic. Let me know in the comments below. Now, I am considering having a tram running around the outside of this thing because I think that would be super cool. There we go. go. We have all of our tram lines in, running all the way around the outside. I put some other road connections in as well. So every single little oblong, square, whatever you want to call it, segment is connected up. I'm thinking of using this little spot over here for putting our tram station on. So let's just run this over this way. I think if we just do that, grab that and pop that on there. Excellent. And then I don't think we need that on the end. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Let's try that again. Let's turn off Anarchy. Let's grab that and see if we can get that to snap. There we go. Excellent. And then we don't actually need that. Cool. We can just put a normal piece of road there and make that look nice. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Very cool. Yep, that's good. Now, one of the bonuses of setting up an area like this is I believe the land value is going to be pretty high in here because it's all surrounded by water. So let's take a look at our land value. Not too shabby at all. Right in the middle there is high, which is absolutely fantastic. So you can see round by the water's edge, or yeah, look, here's a good example there, round by the water's edge. So what I want to do now as well is set this up to make it an absolutely beautiful place for people to come and move into. And before I forget, we do need to set this for self-sufficient buildings. There we go. Excellent. So I'm going to put in here a few services and some schools and things like that. And then we're going to see if we can get some people to move in. Now, with all this water around here, it just seems silly not to have a fire helicopter depot. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And that should cover all of this area, but unfortunately, coverage still doesn't count. There's no sort of area of effect with this one, which is a shame, which means I still need to pop a few of these around here as well. So we're now going to move on to this section over here. Let's just run this road over, and we're going to have another one coming over there. There we go. Let's join those up. And that is going to be our trash. So we are going to put a waste transfer facility. Yep, that's far enough back. There we go. That it won't overlap any of the buildings that are in there. And I think that should work out quite well. And then for our schools, I'd like to make use of the public library because it gives a bonus to education buildings within the radius. So let's see, if we pop one of these sort of in the middle here, let's go for something like that. And then I can have schools up here and schools down there that will all be within the radius. So let us pop some of those. And we're going to have community school there. And we're going to have one down here as well. And then we'll try and do the same over here too. So we can have more schools up there and more schools down here. And we'll see whether that's enough. I don't know. It might not be. And then we'll stick a nice big Institute of Creative Arts in the middle here. And we'll see how that goes. When it gets to university, yeah, we're definitely going to have a new university over here somewhere. We've spoken about that quite a few times, haven't we? There we go. Services, parks, roads. We've got everything here that we need. The only thing we don't have is actually a connection to the outside world. Hadn't actually thought of that, so maybe we could run a little road coming off here somewhere. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what the traffic is going to be like on these roads because, yeah, we can attach that to there. There we go, and then we can just ever so slightly raise those two up. Control H, same height as that one. There we go. Yep, that's fine. So that's going to give us one road connection. And you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to change that one for an asymmetrical road going out. So we've got two lanes, one for left, one for right. And we're going to make that give way. So that's a connection there. We could do another one here. That would probably work all right. So let's run this one up to there. Excellent. And we'll tell you... Oh, there we go, to give way. And then we'll also make sure that you and you are the correct height. So we'll take the height from this one. Control H, click. Yep, that's fine. And then I want a connection down here somewhere. I think this one here. Oh, that's a bit slopey, that piece of road, isn't it? Let's make it work. If we go from there to there. Yeah, I think that should be okay. We could probably lower this down a touch. Lower this down a touch. Whoop, wrong button. There we go. That'll do for now. I can work on smoothing that out another time. And we're going to do that. Yeah. So we've got some connections. So I want to just set up these. Let's just pause a second. So we are going to have some low density commercial zones. And I think, you know, some of these on the edge like this could be shops. Because they're going to be teeny tiny shops. And I think actually that would work out quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'll grab that square there. And I'm going to go right up the middle and do that. I'm going to do it on this one as well, all the way down from the top to the bottom. And we're going to do this one here. So everybody's got access to shops quite easily. Have I missed a section? I have. Let's grab that bit there. And then this bit over here. All the way across, not up there. There we go. And on the outside of this one. Nice. We've got shops everywhere for people to get to. For work and stuff like that, I'm sort of assuming that people are going to leave this area. I wasn't going to put any businesses in here. Yeah, so let's see how that goes then. So where would be the nearest places they go? All these offices up there. Okay, that's fine. So then the rest of this is going to be in the centre here in these places. High density, self-sufficient buildings. So I'm going to fill these all in. And then we're going to see what we get. Okay, so things are growing up nicely. I am loving the look of these little areas here. Got a fire station and we've got these little small shops. Just the right sort of size for down here. Something I did want to change actually while I think of it. Each of these little bridges, when they come over, has got 2 different directions they can go. And we've only got 1 lane. So just sort of possibly thinking ahead for if we do have any... Yeah, I can't do the tram. Oh, look at all those people walking. That is what we want to see. Well, they're walking at the moment because... Oh, yeah, there's no point changing the outside ones because they, they are the tram ones. They're walking at the moment because we haven't set up a tram route. So we're going to do that in a second. I'm just going to upgrade these roads. Yep, that's a tram one. That's a tram one. There we go. And then we can get dedicated turning lanes. Yeah, we all know about those. That is a tram. Yeah, that's going to be a tram. I think that's all of them. I shall double check in case I've missed any. But we do need to set up a tram route. And we're still waiting for some more people to move in. So let us get our tram line. There we go. I'm not necessarily going to have ferries going around this. That wasn't the point of this area. So we're going to do it on this side. Which way is that going to go? This way. So we're going to have 1 stop on each block that has the tram line. So that's going to stop there. That's it. I want it on the inside. There we go. We'll go there. Then it goes up to here. And it's going to come along the top. We'll go 1 there. 1 there. Oh, there we go. 1 there. 1 there. And then down the other side... We've already got... Yeah, go on. Let's double it up. Might as well on those ones there. That's fine. Yeah, everyone's happy. So that is part of the thing that helps people upgrade their houses is having transportation options. We're just going to go there on that one. There on that one. And then back there again. How many vehicles have we got? 8. Let's just get that down to 4. There we go. And here it comes. So let's jump aboard and let's follow this guy around. Well, what do you think of this area? I'm actually surprised. I think it worked out really, really nice. Definitely needs a few more details, some trees, some things like that dotted about the place. But I tell you what, the symmetry of this place just fills me with joy. I'm absolutely loving it. Look at it. It's fantastic. I was thinking about maybe removing a couple of these and having a big park in the centre. Any other ideas you've got, let me know below. But I just think this looks absolutely wonderful. When you zoom in, oh, look. Get all the cars, the people walking around. The tram is working perfectly. The traffic on this thing, if we just go overhead like this and take a look, nothing. No traffic at all. We've got a teeny tiny bit over... Well, it's not traffic, is it? Just a red road that's busy. But apart from that, it is working absolutely beautifully. I love it. I love it. So we need to do a little bit of something in between here and here. We've still got your suggestions for this area, but we need a name for this area. Something tea-related, squares, water-related. You guys are much more... what's the word I'm looking for? Betterer. You guys are much more better than me of thinking up names like that, but I think this looks fantastic. So thank you to Overcharged Egg for your fantastic tutorial on getting all this set up. And thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Check out the other video on the screen as well. And I will see you all very soon for the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.